Hi there. Welcome to the next lesson. This lesson is about how to pass CELPIP examination. Passing the CELPIP test and how to get required score that we are looking at. Maybe 9 each, maybe 2 9s, 2 10s. First thing first, get our requirements clear. Second, to start with, determine your requirements and know your levels of English. What is the current level of English that you have? Understand, CELPIP is an English test. They are only testing your ability to read, write, listen and speak in English. So, what are the current levels of your English? What are the areas where you struggle? Understand that no one is perfect. Accept your mistakes and try to improve. While you prepare for the test, determine what are the problems you are facing in listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Once we determine the challenges, it will be easier for us to come up with a solution. Listening, common challenges and the strategies to overcome these. I faced difficulties in understanding the accent. I faced difficulties in understanding fast English. This is a common challenge because you are staying in a country which is definitely not Canada or US, and that is the reason the accent from Canada comes as something new to you. You may face challenge in understanding it initially to start with. I can understand part of the audio but not every statement. Extremely common in case you are well educated, in case you communicate in English, but you are not familiar with American accent or Canadian accent, then you can miss some part of the discussion, and that is something that will be a challenge to you. Then how do we overcome the challenges in listening section? My recommendation is watch video program from Discovery Channel, National Geographic, History Channel, etc. In these programs, there is both audio and visual effect. That is, even if you miss part of the audio, the visual will make you understand what is the narrator saying. Listen to the news on the radio, watch the news on the television. This is going to help you because news will definitely cover a lot of elements and different kind of accent and vocabulary you will be able to learn through this. Focus on overall understanding of the message, not every word. Yes, don't try to understand every word. If you get the overall meaning of the paragraph or the passage that you're listening to, you're good enough. Pause and repeat audio when you fail to understand certain section of dialogue. Extremely useful. If you're using any web version, you can always repeat the audio and make sure that you understand each and every sentence, or at least you are able to listen to their words. Then we go to the reading section. What are the challenges and strategies here? Could be I do not understand the entire passage, or I feel challenged while reading and comprehending. Yes, it can happen. In reading, you can read, but do you understand it in full? Yes or no? Or even if you read it clearly, are you comprehending, that is, understanding it in full or not? How do we overcome these challenges? Improve your vocabulary as you keep reading. If you come across a new vocabulary that is useful, try to Google an answer or use a dictionary, whichever you prefer, and get your vocabulary improved. Practice reading different kinds of paragraph. News, sports, political, social. You may like sports news, but you may not like political news. But try reading paragraphs, smaller paragraphs from all the kinds of news that you get. And you have it available everywhere, on your phone, on the e-newspapers, etc. Why I'm suggesting is this will open you to different kind of vocabulary. Third, try to understand the overall story. Do not focus too much on every word. You don't have to learn every word in English language. If you understand the overall story, you're good to go. One important thing here is once you have read a small news item, try to rewrite it in your words. That will help you in your writing, that will also help you in your reading. So that's a critical activity that you should do. Then we come to the challenges that we face in the writing section and what are the strategies to overcome it. These are frequent challenges that I have come across. I make grammatical errors. I'm not familiar with different sentence structures, or I lack ideas or key points to support my argument. Yes, I see a question, I take an argument or I take a position, but I do not have enough key points to support it. How do we overcome this? Practice writing every day. Get this evaluated and work on your weaknesses. Get someone around you, get a tutor, get an English teacher nearby, or get somebody who has better English than you and work on your weaknesses. What are the areas where you're making mistakes? The common errors people make here are tenses, verb, prepositions. If you are making these errors, get it fixed. Take a book, learn about tenses, how to write grammatically correct sentences. Not only that, you must also look at different kind of sentences. Okay. Here, the next thing is you must write at least one CELPIP assignment every day. CELPIP assignments are available on internet. Take one assignment, try to write it. And if you get a partner who can help you evaluate your writings, great. We'll continue with how to overcome the challenges in writing section because this is the most critical section. Most of the students who do not succeed in one go fail in this section only. Learn how to write different kind of sentences like compound sentences, complex sentences. Practice how to effectively use active and passive voice. Your sentences in writing section should not be like in the same manner every time. So how do we change it? By using different kinds of sentences. You must work on improving your vocabulary and try using these new vocabularies in your sentences. One important trick to learn here is try to learn vocabulary specific to topic. Like for tourism, you can say mesmerizing views, incredible beaches, magnificent buildings. So these are better words that you can try and write in one place and then memorize them or start using them in your sentences. Topic-wise, better vocabulary. Next comes the speaking section. Speaking challenges and strategies to overcome. Common errors. My grammar or my vocabulary or my fluency are not good. Some people will say everything is not good. Some will say it's good, not to the extent that I want. Second is I get nervous and feel stuck or hesitate while speaking English. These are common challenges. I'm sure all of you know this. The only fix to this situation is speak in English. Start speaking English with your friend, spouse, co-worker or a tutor. Record your answers and listen. You will be the best judge to improve your speaking or pronunciation, etc. My last message is practice and practice. Try speaking on familiar topics frequently. This will remove hesitation. What I'm suggesting here is if you have hesitation, start speaking on topics about your work, your family, your friends, your neighborhood, a place you visited, something that you can comfortably speak about. This will remove the hesitation from your speeches. And if you can get a partner to practice along with you, that's the best thing to have. So thank you so much for your participation in this video. We'll continue with the course as we proceed. Thank you.